What's going on, guys? Normally we're out here, we're happy, we're excited to be fishing, and it's with a heavy heart today that we're here.
Pretty grim.
Very. We're at Cockroach Bay boat ramp, which is our home boat ramp. And for those of you who haven't heard, Piney Point is releasing hundreds of millions of gallons of water, contaminated water, into the bay. If this happens, and it has been happening slowly, if they don't stop it, the bay's going to be in trouble. So I'm out here today with Captain Caleb Wise. Captain Ken Tutelo is a fly fishing guide down here. Captain Don Harris is putting in now. We're going to go down and take the cameras and hopefully get a first-hand look and show you guys what it looks like, what's going on. I know I just got a news report that they just closed down 41 at College Avenue because they're afraid that the gypsum stacks are fixing to collapse. This is worst case scenario. I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, this is as big of a environmental disaster as you could possibly get. So we're going to take you down there, and we're going to do our best not to give you hearsay or rumors. We want to take a look at the water. We're going to ride down to Piney Point Creek, the main outflow, supposedly where this is coming from, and just see what's actually going on. There's been some boats from the county that have been putting in. There's USF research boats that have been putting in. They're all heading south to the port. So we're going to take you down there and do the best we can to show you what's going on, just to keep you guys informed. All right, so we just finished making the run south down to Port Manatee. We're down here in the basin in front of Port Manatee. I'm gonna try to get in as close as I can. The water's brown. I'm not gonna exaggerate. We had a pretty nasty cold front 2 days ago. So everybody who knows, you get a cold front, that strong north wind, it starts turning the bottom over, so you get brown water. We're gonna hang out until the tide starts coming back in, because it's been going out all morning, so anything that would have come out is going south. So we're gonna hang out until the tide comes back in and see what the water looks like. It's brown. I mean, it's funny looking water, but like I said, that could very likely be from the north wind. But we're gonna ease in here a little closer to the port, see if we can do it without getting in any trouble. So we've run south a little bit. We got a negative tide this morning, so I really can't get up near Piney Point Creek where the main outflow is supposed to be. We've come into Bishop's Harbor, which is just south of Port Manatee. There's been a lot of fishing here. We came in just to look for any kind of signs of life. And let's see what I'm seeing here. And I am seeing there's a 30+ inch snook. There's another snook. The snook are stacked right here still. The water looks dingy. I'm actually shocked right now. The water's very cloudy. There's snook running everywhere right now. That's shocking. I mean, that's what I was hoping to see. You know, only time will tell though what kind of damage is being done, but it hasn't. I mean, like I said, Bishop's Harbor is just south of Port Manatee. The water doesn't look great. Bishop's Harbor is also the site where there's an outflow from Piney Point and from the port on the back side of it in a canal. It's also the site where 10 years ago, I think they said 10 million gallons from the same pond were released into here because the pond was overflowing and in danger of collapsing. But for right now, I mean, that was pretty encouraging right there, seeing, I just saw 20-30 snook and looked like some pinfish on that corner. We're gonna keep idling through here. Like I said, the water clarity and quality doesn't seem the greatest. If you watch our show, you know we did a dead bait video last week, and I'm starting to think maybe that the dead bait was caused by the release. But again, it's very encouraging to see life, and it's still early. It's still very early. The water may not have come in here. I mean, there's a million reasons why, you know, this could still turn into something major over the next few weeks, months, years. It's hard to tell. Nobody can say. It's all speculation at this point. But I'm still seeing some mullet. right here, a couple little bonnet head sharks. So the life has not totally taken off from this area as of yet. Catfish, we don't want to catch them. Lots of catfish, but there are still fish in the area. There's still birds in the area. I don't want to make the situation seem any worse than what it is, because it is a very bad situation, but only time will tell. Like I said, I couldn't wait to get down here and see what was going on. So once the tide gets up and the water that's been dumping starts pushing back in, we're going to go inside the bar on the south shore and check out Piney Point Creek, which is supposed to be the main side of the outflow. Oh, nice trout. Mullet everywhere right here.
Couple trout right there too.
All right, so we moved again. Now we are just north of the ferry dock, the old ferry dock at Piney Point. Pushing up on the flat. Again, we still have an outgoing tide, so that's sucking the clean water from the north end of the bay, from the upper bay down. So, but not defending anybody or saying anything's right, wrong, gonna be okay, not gonna be okay, I don't know. But looking at this water right now on this outgoing tide, and we are waiting for the incoming tide to see what pushes in, the water is absolutely beautiful right here. I'm really surprised to see that from everything that I've seen and read. We're seeing a lot of trout, a lot of mullet. I don't know any more than anybody else. Like I said, I'm just trying to give you guys that aren't getting out, that are wondering what it looks like, a first-hand look. But as of right now, I really didn't expect to see any life. There's a big mullet. I really didn't expect to see any life this close to Piney Point Creek, if that's where, you know, it is coming in at. There's a big trout. But you know, only time will tell. So, but right now the water right here by Piney Point, north of Piney Point, really looks amazing. I don't see any difference. I'm still seeing a lot of life. So just cross our fingers, I guess. That's all we can do. But we're going to come up here and look at a couple spots where I know there should be fish. See if there's any there. So we'll keep looking. We're going to hang out till the tide starts coming in, see what it looks like, see if it pushes any of this green water in, and go right to the mouth of the outflow where supposedly it's being dumped in at, and see what the water looks like there. All right, so we've ran further north to Piney Point Creek, which is supposed to be the main side of the outflow. There's some helicopters flying over, news helicopters, and the closer we got to the creek, we definitely noticed a smell. I can notice the smell. There's some foamy stuff. I mean, it looks like suds almost floating on the surface right here that we haven't seen anywhere else today that we've looked. So we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna push up further into the creek and see, because we have an outgoing tide, so normally you would see the water, you know, rushing into the creek. We're gonna get up here at the mouth of the creek and see if we see any water actually coming out the opposite direction, see what it looks like, see the color of it. I mean, the water clarity is not bad here. There was definitely something on the surface here when we came in that wasn't anywhere else, and like I said, you can smell something different in the air, almost a little bit of a sulfur smell, or just, you know, the air and the water smell different here. And we're going to keep looking for signs of life right here at the mouth. So we've pushed in as far as we can go into the mouth of Piney Point Creek, where the outflow is supposed to be. And like I said, when we were coming in, I could definitely smell something. You could see some suds, something on top of the water. But now that we've pushed all the way in, and I don't know if you can see it or not, right at the very mouth of the creek right here, there is definitely some nasty something floating on the surface. There's not really any signs of life right here. Maybe a mullet or two, but this normally there's some fish around this area, but it's definitely visibly there's something on top of the water right here. There's some helicopters still flying around, but it's not pretty right here, but the rest of it's looked pretty good. I don't really know what to say because I don't want to speculate anything. Again, only time's gonna tell. There's something definitely coming out of Piney Point Creek. I mean, and the news has said that, so that's no big secret, but it doesn't look like Ghostbuster slime at this point. It just looks like something different. But you can smell it, and you can almost feel a little something in your throat, which is a report that I got from some other captains yesterday. So this is the last spot we wanted to check. We pushed all the way back into the very back of Cockroach Bay because I was told I knew there was a creek back here, but I told it was another creek that the polluted water was potentially coming in from. And the water looks good back here for the most part. We saw a lot of fish coming in. I'm nobody to tell you it's okay to go fishing or to stay off the water. By the looks of it, I haven't seen a lot that's changed. We've hit some nasty spots. It's honestly, from what I was watching on the news and the posts that I was seeing, it's not as bad at this point as what I expected to see. But you know, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. So this is as far as we can come back in Cockroach, and like I said, there's a couple creeks back here. I really expected to see something coming in here, but I haven't seen anything, and it's probably one of those things that is going to take time to develop. And I know there's still water as we're speaking. There's still water coming in the bay from the pond. Just, you know, all we can do is cross our fingers and hope and pray for the best. And I mean, God bless all the marine life and all the people that could possibly be affected by this. And you know, until then, we're going to carry on. There's still fish in the bay. We're going to keep fishing, and time will tell.